this is Mrs. Cocker. I teach first grade here at OHDELA, and I just wanted to walk my first graders and first grade families through kind of their day and what they should be doing. So you can see I'm logged into what we would call the hub here. If I click on news and events, I would see all the updates and news that I would need maybe from the principal or events going on at the school. But to access the classes that your student is working in, you would click on My School. Now, I have a lot more in my school area just because I'm a teacher, but you would look under this My Classes area, and you would have two classes listed. You are going to have Integrated Language Arts and Math. Those are the only two you'll have. Both of these should be worked in daily. So I'm going to click on Integrated Language Arts, and for this example, I'm only going to work in this, but just know everything that I tell you also needs to be done in math, okay? So when I click on this Integrated Language Arts, you have logged into my class now. You need to access both these classes every day to do your work. It's very important that you check your course mail every day. If you look here, you can see course mail in the left toolbar. You are going to access that to see the email from your teacher, from me, or any other emails you might have. It's very important to check this every day. Now, I might not send an email to you guys every day, but at least you'll know when one does come through, and you can email me through there. It's a quick way to get in contact with me. I will say that I've talked to many parents lately who are working through their lessons by going to this My Messages area, or even going up to their updates up in this corner. You can see I have 70 updates. I don't even check that. It's not important. I don't want anybody accessing their lessons or the work they need to do through messages or their updates. Please, please, please don't go there, because it's not going to be organized in the way I would want it. It's just as I load things, you get an update saying Mrs. Cocker's loaded this, Mrs. Cocker's loaded this. It's not going to be in a nice fashion, like orderly fashion that I would want you the students to learn in. So just ignore those things, please. You can check them, but don't access the work that way. The way that you should access work for your student every day, on top of coming to live classes, is right here in lessons. You can see there's the live class schedule, so you know when to come to live classes. This is how you enter live class. Lessons is here. This is where you get your students' work. No other place, lessons. So I am going to go ahead and enter this. Let me go in a student mode here. You are only going to access your students' work in lessons and turn in work that way, okay? So I just want to make sure everybody's really clear on that, because it can get confusing if you're accessing it a different way. Sorry, this is taking a long time. Okay, so you click on lessons and it will show the units that you have open to you. Now, in my mode, I only have unit 1 open, but we are working ahead of that right now. So when I click on unit 1, I would see each week. Each week is a lesson folder. So lesson 1.1 is the first week, 1.2 is the second week, 1.3 is the third week, and so on. So let's say I'm in 1.4, the fourth week of school. You would open up this folder. I want to walk everybody through how to go through your lessons. I have a fluency folder that I put in every week. In this folder, if I open it up, there are many things. Well, in 1.4, there might not be so many things, but there will be activities in here. So for this folder, this is what they should do. In other ones, there might be like a choice of what fluency piece you would work on, whether your student is still working on letters, letter recognition, or maybe like they're just starting to read, or maybe they're a high reader. You would pick, and it's labeled what you would pick. It says Fluency Complete Daily. That's because I want you to open up that document every day and time your student working on that. The only way that students at this age get to be better readers is to read every day. And reading the same piece every day really, really is important, because you can see that growth throughout the week. And they get comfortable with the piece. So please do this every day. That's why it's at the top and it says complete daily. Please don't skip over that. That's an important piece. I put it there because I really want your student doing that. Then there's lesson A, B, C, and D. Each of these, if you like to think in time frame, it would be like a day. So lesson A would be Monday, lesson B Tuesday, C Wednesday, D Thursday. And you would work through those. There's no class on Fridays, so that's why there's only 4. Okay, and then there's an optional craft, which is always fun. You can do it anytime during the week. So if I was to open up lesson A, I would work through each of these activities in here, and then I'm done for the day. Everything should be done in folder A. If I finish all that on Monday and I still have tons of time in the day, move on to folder B. Move on to folder B, go ahead, or go work in math. You should also be working in iRead every day. And I did start putting an iRead reminder at the top of every week, but iRead is here. Work in that for 20 minutes a day. That's a very important resource that you can be using to help your child with their phonics and reading skills. So then once they do each folder, and this shouldn't be done all in one day. This is all practice work. Just like in a school, they have to practice things before they move on to the next topic. They need to practice things many times to really understand it and grasp the concept. So they would work through each folder, and then at the end of the week, at the end of Thursday or even Friday, you would do this post-assessment folder. This is what I collect to see if your child understands. I can't tell you how many times I get this post-assessment on Monday morning from people. And it makes me wonder, I really wonder, why am I getting the post-assessment a few hours after I opened up the whole week's lessons? It's obvious that you're going straight to the post-assessment. That is not the purpose of this post-assessment. You should be working through everything else. The post-assessment should not be done until every other lesson is done. Every other lesson. I need to know they've practiced this before they move on. Otherwise, what's the point of doing all those lessons if they already understand this? So to open up, this would be their assignment, okay? And it's always labeled with the week and it says assignment. If you want to know how to hand in assignments, there is a video under My Resources right here. Click on My Resources. And there's lots of really awesome stuff in here. Please use this resource all these resources I put in. But there is a video on how to submit a Google Draw assignment. So, and it's that exact assignment I was just on is in the video. Okay, so how to submit an assignment is here. I'm not going to go through that on this video. The purpose of this video was mostly to tell everybody to please access your students' work daily through the lessons button and to do their daily work. Do their daily work. So do lesson A, B, and then do the post-assessment as the last thing. Nothing else should be done until they work through all these. Thank you for watching this video, and if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. You can contact me by phone, 1-800-493-8680, extension 80057, or through course mail or email. All my information is right on the home page here so that you can contact me. Okay, and I do have live help every day at 11:30 where I can walk through and share my screen, so I'm happy to help anybody then. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.